A stationary drone remains in an ambush position, monitoring the area for movement. It identifies a lone soldier passing by and immediately lifts off to intercept. The drone closes the distance quickly and achieves a direct impact on the target's back. An FPV drone identifies a lone soldier in an open area and momentarily slows its momentum to stabilize the flight path. The operator adjusts the camera angle and prepares for a precise approach. After locking onto the target, the drone initiates a steady descent, rapidly closing the distance. It maintains a direct line of sight as it nears the individual. A strike occurs on the identified position, resulting in a successful engagement. The target is neutralized as the mission concludes. An FPV drone is positioned on the ground in a stationary ambush mode, conserving its battery while monitoring the immediate surroundings for activity. A lone soldier is observed walking past the drone's hidden location, completely unaware of the threat nearby. Upon identifying the target, the operator activates the motors, and the drone lifts off instantly from its resting position. It quickly stabilizes and begins a high-speed pursuit of the individual. The drone maintains a low altitude to close the gap rapidly. After a brief chase, the operator initiates the final approach, and the drone achieves a direct impact. A strike occurs, and the target is neutralized. The mission is successfully completed. An FPV drone navigates along a dirt road and identifies a soldier within a heavily damaged residential sector. The operator begins a pursuit through the ruins of the private property. As the drone closes the distance, the individual attempts a desperate defense by swinging a garden watering can to intercept the device. The improvised defensive maneuver fails to alter the drone's trajectory. A direct strike occurs on the identified position, and the target is neutralized as the mission concludes. An FPV drone patrols along a rural road and identifies a soldier who has crashed his motorcycle. The individual is observed on the ground next to the overturned vehicle, appearing to be disoriented after the accident. The operator maintains a steady line of sight and begins a final descent toward the immobile target. With no time for the soldier to react, the drone achieves a direct impact. A strike occurs on the road, and the target is neutralized as the mission concludes. An FPV drone patrols along a road and identifies a soldier. The operator begins to lock onto the target. In a desperate attempt to evade, the individual starts running around a utility pole, trying to use it for cover. The drone skillfully maneuvers around the obstacle and maintains its trajectory. A direct impact occurs as the drone closes the distance. The target is neutralized. High-speed movement along the rural road catches the attention of the aerial unit. A pair of soldiers on an ATV is observed, attempting to navigate the open terrain quickly. The operator initiates an interception course, rapidly closing the gap from a superior tactical angle. Despite the vehicle's speed, the drone maintains a perfect lock on the moving target. A high-velocity impact occurs, neutralizing both occupants and disabling the vehicle as the mission is successfully completed. Aerial surveillance scans the open field, quickly locking onto a lone figure moving through the exposed terrain. The operator maintains a steady altitude before committing to a final, high-speed descent. With no natural cover in sight, the individual is left completely vulnerable as the drone accelerates toward the target. A precise strike occurs, and the mission is confirmed as a success. The continuous aerial search pays off as the unit identifies a soldier kneeling near a cluster of bushes. The individual remains stationary, perhaps attempting to maintain a low profile against the natural vegetation. Without hesitation, the operator initiates a steep descent, guiding the FPV drone directly toward the unsuspecting target. The drone closes the gap in seconds, and a high-velocity impact occurs. The mission is confirmed successful as the target is neutralized in the immediate vicinity of the cover. Systematic aerial monitoring of the sector reveals a single figure traversing the exposed landscape. The reconnaissance unit maintains a tactical distance, while the operator calculates the most effective line of approach to ensure a successful engagement. The target remains focused on the terrain ahead, completely unaware that he has already been acquired by the FPV system. Seizing the optimal window, the pilot pushes the motors to their limit, initiating a steep and silent descent from the rear. The drone tracks the individual's movements with surgical accuracy, closing the gap in a matter of seconds. A high kinetic impact is achieved directly on the target's back, leaving no room for evasion. Tactical surveillance identifies a group entering a destroyed home, leaving one soldier exposed on the exterior. The FPV pilot immediately targets the isolated individual, initiating a calculated approach. Realizing the danger, the occupant opens fire in a desperate attempt to intercept the device. However, the defensive shots fail to disrupt the drone's flight path. The operator maintains a steady lock and accelerates through the final meters, achieving a direct impact. A significant strike occurs, and the mission is confirmed successful as the target is neutralized. The aerial unit maneuvers around the wreckage of a destroyed APC, searching for any remaining activity. It soon detects a soldier attempting to take cover directly beneath the armored hull. The operator guides the drone into the tight space, achieving a direct hit. The modern battlefield has undergone a radical transformation, where traditional armored superiority is constantly challenged by low-cost, high-precision technology. This compilation of strikes showcases the systematic dismantling of what was once considered invulnerable military equipment. From heavy main battle tanks to rapid infantry fighting vehicles, the tactical landscape has become entirely transparent. Skilled FPV operators do more than just aim for the center of mass. They surgically target the critical vulnerabilities that lead to catastrophic failures. Whether it is a strike to the turret ring, the engine deck, or an open hatch, these precision engagements turn multi-million-dollar assets into smoldering wreckage in seconds. Each successful mission represents a significant blow to the enemy's operational capacity, forcing them to reconsider their movements in an environment where every road is a potential trap. As the footage illustrates, the era of unchallenged armor is over, replaced by a war of signals, speed, and terminal accuracy. The focus now shifts from heavy steel to the individual units on the ground. This montage captures the relentless pressure placed on occupying forces by FPV units. In modern warfare, the human factor is being systematically neutralized by a high-tech eye that never blinks. Whether they are hiding in deep trenches, ruined basements, or moving across open fields, there is no longer such a thing as a safe haven. The transparency of the battlefield has reached its peak. The tactical precision shown in these clips is the result of hundreds of hours of flight time and a deep understanding of infantry behavior. Pilots anticipate every move, every attempt to find cover, and every desperate sprint. We see how the traditional advantage of numbers is often nullified by a single, well-guided strike. It is the grim reality of the 21st century front line. The very moment an individual is spotted, a lethal countdown begins. These engagements are about more than just tactical success. They are about psychological attrition. The constant buzzing in the sky creates a permanent state of anxiety, where even the simplest task becomes a high-risk gamble. This systematic erosion of manpower is what makes the drone program so vital to modern defense. It's not just about the impact, it's about the total loss of initiative for the intruder. As the footage continues, it becomes clear that technical superiority, combined with the courage and steady hands of the operators, is reshaping the map. Every hit documented here represents a step toward reclaiming territory. The hunters in the sky have turned the battlefield into a gauntlet that few can survive, proving that in this era, there is no hiding from the digital horizon.